What's the fair settlement value of a rear end collision case? Hi, I'm J McManus. I'm an injury attorney in Kansas and Missouri, and I'm here to answer that question for you. Well, if you're asking this question, you or a family member or someone you know were probably in a rear end collision, and you're trying to figure out what is the value, settlement value for injuries that were sustained. And if that's the case, the settlement value will depend, of course, on what those injuries are. It will depend on what the medical bills are for the treatment. It will depend on whether there are permanent issues, whether there's needs for future medical care, whether there's lost wages. Those are all examples of economic losses, economic damages. That's one component of any settlement or claim that would be brought either pre or after you file a case in court. And so an insurance company is going to value your case looking at those economic damages. Now, how do you prove those? Well, we prove them for our clients by gathering all their medical bills, gathering all their medical records, talking to their doctors, making sure we get reports and opinions that show that these injuries were directly caused by the accident. If there are future needs, we can hire experts to show what those future medical needs are. And again, we need actual opinions from doctors as well as values for what that care would be. Now, lost wages, we will be looking to prove again through documents that you show lost wages through pay stubs or W-2s or even tax returns to show differences of what you were earning before and after the accident. If you missed work, we can use calendars and other evidence from your employer to show what days you were at work and what days you weren't. If you had to use PTO, that's another thing we can use to show days that you missed work. All those things need to be proved through evidence, and we handle all that for our clients so they can focus purely on getting better. The other aspect of your case is very hard, frankly, for someone who's not an attorney to prove, and that's called non-economic damages. That is what you hear in terms of pain and suffering or loss of enjoyment of life. Those aspects of your claim are not proven through simple mathematical calculations. They're proven through expertise and what case values are arrived at through litigation, even through jury verdicts. But ultimately, it's in the eye of the beholder. What you think your case may be worth likely is not what the insurance adjuster thinks it's worth. And if you're trying to sell your case on your own, you've probably already figured that out. And again, that's where we step in. We help you prove what your pain and suffering is through an extensive process where we get to know you and interview you and get to know how this accident and your injuries have affected your life. And then it's our job to communicate and convince the insurance company and ultimately, if necessary, a jury about what those non-economic damages are. So I hope this helps you understand how to calculate what is a fair settlement value. If you have questions about what is a fair settlement value in your case, call our office. We give free consultations. There's no obligation to hire our firm, and we'd love to speak with you and see if we can help.